Hello everyone, this is Matt Vadney. This is an instructional video about concept maps. Now these are a little bit more free form than say the vocabulary maps, in that there's a little bit more that you need to put in. The good news is you don't have to do as much writing, but you do need to kind of have some just a more variety of information about a new word. Now, you're going to be using Google Draw documents again. Just a little caution is that none of these boxes actually have a text box in them. So what you have to do is you'll have to use this text box. So please pay attention to how I shape it. But keep in mind, you are able to write outside of your text box, at least going downward. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to zoom in to the elements here so that you can see things a little bit better. So first of all, you're going to start off writing down your word. And you're going to be using more social studies topics. So, we're going to use, so you'll go to your social studies Google Classroom or the materials that Ms. Ramos gave you and use those words to define. Some of the, a concept map is very much like an idea map, an idea web, but here we are going for anything that tells us as much as we can about a new word. So you would put your new word in here, and then you would categorize that word. Is it a, now, when it's just a word that is not really specific to whatever topic you're working on, it might say like intellectual or intelligence. Intelligence can apply to a lot of different subjects. So then you might want to categorize it according to the parts of speech that it is or how it might be used in a sentence. When you're doing more subject or class related vocabulary words, you can categorize it according to, is this about government? Is this about invertebrates? So you can categorize it any way you want. These are very flexible categories. Obviously, you're going to want to have a definition of what the word is, and you're going to want to be brief, because as you can see, there's only so much words. Now, some words do come with a synonym. If you're doing a proper noun or the name of something, you're not going to have any synonyms, okay? But if you had if you were like creating a vocabulary word for a concept map for words from your reading class or from your vocabulary units, then you could put something in the synonym. So here you can put something in the synonym. Then there's an illustration. Okay, an illustration, and here we will put a picture in. Technically, because this is called Google Draw, you could even draw with this program, but we're not going to do that. We're going to just insert a picture from the internet and size it in here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let me go back down to there. And then an example is just either naming an example or using it in a sentence, just any way that explains the concept better. Okay, so you're doing the topic of Aztecs. Well, you know what? The Aztecs, let's see now. I'm going to do this. I know that they have pyramids, so I'm going to go to Google Images right now just to get an idea of words. Aztec pyramids. Now I don't want a tattoo. Good grief. Okay. All right. So, okay, they just call them pyramids, okay? All right, Mesoamerica. All right, so let's say I want to describe pyramids. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click on the text box and click right here. But as you can see, this box that they give me is way too big. Go to the end and pull it in, and then go ahead and type the word pyramid. Pyramid. And actually, I think I want to be specific. Pyramids by Aztecs, because we know there are Egyptian ones, right? Okay. Category. Well, what are pyramids? They're things that you are built. Do we know what buildings are? Dictionary. What's another word for buildings? Let's see now. Or I want to do thesaurus, so I'm going to just see what kind of category could I find, like a general term. Buildings. Okay, let's see now. Architecture. Construction, home, house, edifice. I'm going to say architecture. All right, I'm going to make that my category. Architecture. I'm just curious if you don't mind. Do they have voice typing here? No, they don't. Too bad. All right, so pyramids by Aztecs, these are architecture. So now I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to change my search. And I'm going to go to all Aztec pyramids. Okay. Pyramids. The Aztecs who lived in Mexico also built pyramids in order to, okay, well, let's see. To honor their pyramids, to house and honor their deities. Deities are gods, okay? So these are, they're like monuments to their gods. Okay, once again, the text box is too big, so let me just pull it in. And I'm going to say, these were monuments to their gods. Okay. Synonym. Well, what's another word for a synonym? I would say it's a place of worship, right? Well, what's another place of worship? And we can say it's a temple. Okay. Then we need an illustration. So now we're going for this illustration. Let's insert that image. Aztec pyramids. Okay, that's a good one. I like the neat looking one. Insert. As you can see, the picture is way too big. Just click on it. When you get the double arrow, just shrink it down. Scroll up. Let's see now. I think I still need to make it really small. Just gotta pull it down here. Boom. There it is. So now we need an example, huh? So let me get an example. Example of. Okay. Image examples. Maybe let's just get a name. Oh, they're found in the, okay, they are ceremonial structures. They're not true pyramids. Let's see now. I guess we'll just, an example could just, what would we say an example of an Aztec pyramid is? Aztec pyramids are square, not mids, are square stepped structures meant for worshiping their gods. So I'm kind of using it in a sentence. You can find them throughout Mexico. How about we just say Central America? Okay, I kind of went off the page, right? So let me see if I can include that, and then I'm going to kind of pull it up. There we go. Much better. All right. And there we go, folks. We have, oh, that's a little bit too small for you to see fit. There you go. We have a concept map about pyramids by Aztecs. Okay. I categorized it according to what they are. I defined what they are. They're monuments to their gods. Another way of looking at it is they are temples. I found a picture of one, and then I used it in a sentence. And again, you can just list words and phrases that are examples of something, but that's a little tricky for this particular example. So I used it in a sentence that gave more information. Okay? And so that's how you do a concept map. Thanks, everyone.